I want to share a story that is one of the biggest things that we teach our students in the Parzival Academy, and that is the concept of noticing. All right, if we don't notice what's going on, we can't really do anything about changing it, right? And it's not just what's going on out there. Parzival is very much about learning what's going on within ourselves. And so just to use a simple example, I myself am a parent of two young adults, budding young adults, and I was having a conversation with my younger son one day in the car, and we started to notice some things that his own history and his own pattern were starting to sort of be like puzzle pieces, putting together things where when he was entering into something new, whether it was good, quote unquote good, or bad, and one of the things we teach is it's not about good or bad, it just is. And my son pointed out that, laughter is very, very close to the same concept as crying. And anger can be very, very similar to the same expression as excitement and enthusiasm. And it's so true. And a lot of times those intense emotions will cause us to behave a certain way or show up a certain way. And so in this noticing, in this conversation I was having with him, we were noticing that the first time he ever tried out for a club basketball team, for example, he kind of went into sort of a panic mode, a shock mode. The first time he performed in front of an audience in a musical, same thing. And those situations weren't necessarily bad or traumatic, but anything new and extremely unfamiliar where he's not sure how to settle into that, even if it's really great and he's super excited and happy about it, or if it's not so great and kind of traumatic and upsetting and disturbing, either way, his body and his reaction is often the same. Kind of a state of deer in the headlights, oh my gosh, what just happened? Freezing, kind of going into that fight, flight, or freeze. And by talking about it, by opening up to these different ideas of what's happening, what's going on in your body, what are the thoughts that show up, he's able to take a breath. He's able to settle. He's able to see how these things trigger him and then notice what's going on. And a lot of it is just excarnating, going out of the body, moving out of oneself. And so by then, we also teach tools to get into your body, to incarnate, to connect to your feet, to breathe. And all of those things are powerful, powerful tools in addition to the noticing that literally allow us to move through the world from a new vantage point, from a new perspective, from a new way of being. And our journey is so much about supporting you to find that new way of being so that you can show up with your fullest potential.